How you doing today? My name is Jeremy Heron. I am from Cape May County, New Jersey. Currently, I work as a behavioral specialist in an alternative school system, providing services to students ages 12 to 21 with various psychiatric and developmental disabilities as well as behavior. We also have a pregnant and parenting teen program. So I often incorporate spirituality in intervention, whether it be in early engagement, empathetic engagement with an individual, to kind of get a feel, or even from the readings this week, to get a kind of piece of the person to see where they're at, or how they're receiving their environment or understanding their environment, and what meaning they have attached to that, if at all. So often I'll use that as an initial engagement tool. But I also think it's super important to consider spirituality as far as kind of like as a supplement of a theoretical foundation of the reactivation or the reintegration of activities or hobbies that historically have made you happy, to kind of mold positive thinking and try to formulate a better attitude or positive way of thought. So, in some of the things that I wrote earlier for my introductions and my actual discussion, talks about some of the things that I like to do or where I find my spirituality, and a lot of that is in the outdoors. So that can equate to many different things for a student or for an individual. You might be passionate about surfing, fishing, kayaking, playing music, making beats, hunting, whatever it is. There's a lot of things out there that you can find, create, explore, that could lead to a transpersonal experience, which is what we talked about in some of the week one readings. Something that might make you feel like you've had a spiritual connection to something. And I did put in one of my posts that recently I was out kayaking, and it was gorgeous, absolutely stunning, this place that I was. And I pass it all the time, never stopped, never put my boat in there to try it out. But the experience that I had, and like I said, I'm a blue-collar kind of religious person. We went to church growing up. I try to be a good person, treat people how I like to be treated. That's kind of the extent of my religion. I believe in God. But that given moment, collectively, my general environment, my surroundings, the exercise, me feeling my body and everything, and how everything was working succinctly, was spiritual. And I did write that, that is the closest at the moment that I have felt to God in a long time. And not negative. I pray and I talk to God, and I'm, from a religious base, I'm good in that department, in my opinion. So, but I felt a closeness. I felt calmness and a balance, and very close spiritually to our Creator at that moment. So, whatever the vehicle that translates into, I think it's very important to either help a student or help an individual, whoever you're working with, either find that, or at least get them started on a process to where they could possibly find something like that. Maybe find their niche or their connection, or find something that they might be passionate in. I started taking pictures as a general hobby, and that's flowered into a very important hobby to me, which I also find spiritual. And now it leads me to little photography gigs and stuff that I do, and helps me stay connected with what I love, and that's the outdoors. So that's even spiritual. And we can go on and about that. So yes, I incorporate it, find it relevant. Think it's very, very important to help somebody find themselves or find their connection or their recognition of a bigger, more intricate system of things that are going on, and how to tap into that. So I think that's very, very important for a mental and physical balance. So yeah, I hold that in high regard in intervention. So. As far as my personal experiences with spirituality are just that. I look for spirituality in things. I look for things to be a spiritual experience. And are they always? No. But putting yourself out there and finding things to do, and possibly finding potential niches or something that you're good at, I think all that is all-encompassing spirituality. And sometimes it can be more concentrated than others. So I try to really push for that. And try to help people on that process. So by now you probably tell I like to ramble a little bit about things. So that being said, I'm going to stop there. But very happy to be in a class where we're kind of discussing this kind of thing. So I think it's can be considered fringe. You know what I mean? Which I don't think that. I think this is all a holistic, connections-based intervention. I think is awesome. I think it's good stuff, and I'm happy to be learning about it and commenting about it and working with you guys on it. So there it is. It was very nice to be able to reach out and touch base with you guys, and I'm really looking forward to working with you. So have a good night. Thanks for listening. Bye.